Welcome to Notebook Nuggets.
It's great to be diving in again.
Today we're looking deep into the core ideas from the book Tribe of Millionaires. That's the one by Pat Hobeban, David Osborne, Mike McCarthy, and Tim Rode.
Right. And it's interesting because, it's not just another how to get rich book.
No, exactly. It's really more about, the power of people, isn't it? Your connections, your network.
And how finding your purpose within that network can lead to, a much richer life, not just financially.
We've sort of boiled down their main arguments into these 6 key effects they talk about.
Yeah, these 6 principles, really, they give you some valuable insights, hopefully, into building that supportive environment around yourself.
So let's jump into the first one, the influence effect.
Okay, the influence effect. The core idea here is pretty straightforward, but powerful. You are heavily shaped by the people you hang out with most.
Massively. They even give that exercise, don't they? List your 10 closest contacts.
Yeah, the ones you interact with most.
Yeah.
Note their income roughly.
And then average it out.
And the book claims, quite boldly, that average is probably pretty close to your own income.
Which is kind of a wake-up call, maybe. It really shows how that network might be influencing your financial reality.
But it's deeper than just the money figure, I think.
Yeah.
It's about the underlying stuff, right? Like social proof.
Ah, yeah. We look to others to see what's okay, what to aim for.
Exactly. So if your circle is full of driven, ambitious people, their mindset, their habits, they rub off on you. Maybe subtly at first, but it adds up.
It influences your own thoughts, your beliefs, definitely your behavior.
It sets the standard, really. Changes what you see as possible for yourself.
Which flows quite naturally into the second one they discuss, the multiplier effect.
Right. And this isn't just, basic collaboration. It's about synergy.
Synergy. Good word for it. The idea that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts when you've got the right mix of people.
They use that example, the doctor, the chiropractor, and the salesman.
Yeah, I remember that. Individually, they're doing okay. They have their skills.
But when they intentionally connect, referring clients, sharing insights, supporting each other,
their collective success just shoots up. Way more than if they just stayed in their own lanes.
It multiplies the results for everyone.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about those connector types, too.
Oh, like Malcolm Gladwell's connectors, people who just know everyone.
Exactly. Having people like that in your tribe can open up doors and create opportunities you just never find on your own. It's the power of the interconnectedness itself.
Makes sense. Okay, so number 3 is the accountability effect.
Now, this feels very primal, almost.
Yeah.
The book argues that our need to belong, to keep our place in the group, is a huge motivator.
Yeah, like a survival instinct baked in. We don't want to let the tribe down.
Precisely. So when you make promises or commitments to that group, that sense of responsibility is incredibly strong. Much stronger, maybe, than just making a promise to yourself.
I could see that. You don't want to be the one who doesn't follow through.
And the book mentions groups like Go Abundance, right? Where this is formalized.
Right. They build structures specifically to harness this effect. Members hold each other accountable for their goals.
And apparently it's highly effective for driving real progress.
Right.
Leveraging that social cohesion for positive growth.
Okay, effect number 4, the authenticity effect.
This one's about being your real self. The idea is, within a tribe where you feel genuinely safe, where you know you won't be judged,
you can drop the mask.
Exactly. You can be authentic. And when you're not spending energy pretending or posturing,
you can connect on a much deeper level.
That's the argument.
Yeah.
Authenticity builds real trust. People connect with the real you, not some image you're projecting.
And those genuine connections are obviously much stronger, much more lasting, both personally and professionally, I'd imagine.
Yeah, the book kind of implies that relationships built on pretense just don't have the same power or, frankly, longevity.
So true. Which leads us to the 5th one, the purpose effect.
Right. This suggests that the right group of people can actually help you figure out what truly drives you, your why.
They stress that money itself. Well, it isn't really a purpose, is it? It's more of a tool.
A tool to serve something bigger, ideally. The book pushes you to ask, why would you do what you do, even if money wasn't part of the equation?
That's a deep question.
It is. And finding that answer, your true purpose, is easier sometimes with outside perspectives. Your tribe can help.
How so? By reflecting things back to you, challenging you.
Yeah, offering different views, maybe questioning your assumptions, but ultimately helping you clarify and then stay aligned with what really matters to you.
Keeping you on track, basically. Preventing you from chasing things that don't actually fulfill you.
Which brings us to the final one, number 6, the connection effect.
And this feels like it ties everything together, really. The ultimate message seems to be that the quality of your life comes down to the quality of your relationships.
Absolutely. They even mention that common regret of the dying.
Oh, wishing they'd stayed in touch with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful.
It really underscores how fundamental connection is. It's not just nice to have.
From a human needs perspective, it's right up there, isn't it? Belonging, connection.
Definitely. And the book shares stories, doesn't it? About people who seem to have it all, the money, the success, but feel incredibly lonely.
Highlighting that connection is often what we crave most deeply.
So, prioritizing that connection, nurturing those relationships. The book argues it leads to less regret, a greater ability to serve others, and ultimately helps fulfill that larger purpose we just talked about.
So putting it all together, Tribe of Millionaires really paints this picture where your environment, specifically the people in it, is just crucial.
Yeah, it's a compelling case, not just for getting rich, but for building this ecosystem, I suppose.
An ecosystem based on mutual growth, accountability, being real with each other.
And having that shared sense of purpose and deep connection. That seems to be the key to what they define as a successful and fulfilling life.
Well, hopefully this deep dive into those 6 effects has given everyone listening some valuable nuggets to think about.
Yeah, maybe some food for thought about the tribe you're currently cultivating, or the one you want to cultivate.
Absolutely. Maybe think about which of these effects resonated most, or how you might consciously try to, amplify some of these principles in your own life.
Good questions to ponder as you continue learning and growing.